Hello, friends. So, before we start, I went to the market this morning. I love going to the market on Saturday. I went a little later than usual, and there's only one booth there that was selling eggs, and they were sold out, and so that was a little sad. But I picked up some chicken thighs from a local farm, their booth, and then I also picked up some oyster mushrooms from the mushroom man. So, I've never cooked with oysters before. He gave me some information on how to cook them. And so we're going to try those out. And yeah, it feels like summer. I feel like I started sweating when I walked out the door to walk to the market. And my body hasn't acclimated to the warmth yet, so we'll get there. But in the same vein as summer, I love going to the beach during the summer. It's not that I like being outside in the summer, it's that I like being near or on a body of water during the summer. And so let me insert some information real quick here. If you're new here, I'm Rachel, and this is I'm Bringing Healthy Back, and I have a history with disordered eating. And if you want to know more about my story, I will link it down below for you guys to check out after this episode. But I have always found the water just so relaxing, and I don't know exactly what it is about it. I don't know if it's just the effect that God made the water to have on us, just his creation, the relaxation, the sound of it, the look of it, whether it's calm water or big waves. It's just, there's so much power in the water, but at the same time, it can be so peaceful. And so if you're struggling with stuff going on in your head, your body image, your relationship with food, whatever is stressing you out, I just want to encourage you to go outside, because it may seem trivial. It may seem not important to just step outside, get some fresh air. But I think in my experience, when I was really struggling, especially with binge eating, I just really get in my head and just feel like really awful. But going outside, just the fresh air, the peace, getting away from a screen, getting away from, usually it was just getting by myself sometimes, and just allowing the wind to go across my face, the sound of the birds, just the green grass, the trees, and now specifically like being at the beach, just especially if you can get away from people, just to sit and not be on your phone, not taking pictures, not playing in the sand. There's always time for that, but just sitting, eyes open, eyes closed, the water, the movement of the water, the sound of the water, the feeling of the rocks or the sand underneath your feet or underneath yourself if you're sitting down or laying down, and just being still. There's something to be said about being still and how it can be hard if you're not used to it, but being still, whether it's inside, especially when you're outside, and just pausing. Like, when's the last time you've taken the dog out or taken the garbage out or gone out to get the mail, and instead of just coming right back in, you just kind of, maybe you have a porch or you have stairs, you just sat down and just kind of took a moment to disconnect. And I think especially in today's day and age, we have so many distractions, such a big to-do list inside or running errands. But if we can just stop, rest. We are made to rest. There's a time to rest. And if you can make the time for yourself to rest, especially outside. I know if it's cold outside, but still, in the winter, just a moment outside in the quiet, depending where you live, depending how quiet it is, just to stop. For me, it's the beach and being out in nature, but there's something about the beach specifically for me. It's easier for me to just calm my mind down from racing thoughts. If there's something that I'm struggling with in life, it's just almost like I can just disconnect and have just a moment of peace. So I know it can seem hard to like make the time like, oh, I don't live by a beach. Okay. When's the last time you've been outside and just sat in a chair in your yard, or sat on your front porch, or sat on your steps? Or maybe walk to a park and just sit on a bench and just be still. In my experience, it's rejuvenating. It's grounding, recentering. It affects my perspective. If you can get out in nature, sometimes it can affect your perspective, give you hope of just like, it reminds you that it's not all chaos. And whatever you're struggling with, even if just for a moment, you can put to the side. You don't have to deal with it right now. Just let yourself be still. I think there's a lot of power in that. So let me know down in the comments what you like to do just to find a moment of peace and stillness and outside of your house. Because you can definitely find peace and stillness in your house, maybe in the early morning or late at night, or you're able to go to the second floor. Maybe everyone's on the first floor if you live with people, or down to the basement or to the attic, wherever it may be, and just have a moment of peace by yourself. That can be such a wholesome moment, but there's something about going outside. Now, I've never felt like my house has been a prison or a cell that I'm in, but there's something about being outside. There's that extra bit of freedom of you're not trapped, you're not stuck, even though most of us hopefully aren't stuck in a house. You're able to freely leave. There's something about going outside. It's just like allows you to get outside of yourself. It's so easy when you're inside to be consumed with you, your family, what's going on in your life, your to-do list, your struggles. But there's something about being outside and not just like walking from your house or your apartment to your car. It's, like I said, taking that moment to just be still, not be in any rush, just be intentional about sitting down and just be. That I think can be really, I feel weird saying this, but it can be healing. Even if it's just temporary, but maybe if you can make it a regular practice of going outside, drinking your coffee outside on the deck in the morning, or to wind down before going to bed, just hopefully there aren't too many bugs, but stepping outside in the evening to just kind of calm yourself before going to bed. And I think nature, God has a way of nature just calming us. It may put us in awe of the beauty of it. It just kind of, again, it takes you outside of yourself, and it's almost a load off of your mind, a load off of your shoulders. So get outside. Leave me a comment down below how you like to just be still outside. Where do you like to go? If you're listening, watching on YouTube. If you guys are listening on podcasts and you want to be part of the conversation, you can hop on over to the YouTube video. I'll leave the link down below in the show notes for you guys.